Index gamma at 10 billion now?
Lulu cut a downgrade this morning, huh?
Did it? Oh, anybody important?
Don't know who. No, I'm just scanning my list of ups and downs. Your CCI caught an upgrade.
CCI? What's CCI? Yeah. What's CCI? No, you're thinking CCJ. Is that what you're thinking?
Oh, yeah, CCJ. Sorry. I don't know what the CCI is.
Oh, I know what CCI. I think that's the one Elliot just got involved in.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
Jules, you gotta stop that. Okay? It's a wiki ear. Don't do that. Come on. Good girl.
All right. I think we're ready to. Oh, everybody's here. Good morning, everybody. Okay, let's get right into it. One very interesting. I think this looks pretty much like yesterday. I was taking a look at the CRWD. One of the Chris here at the office is taking a look at this one. Anyways, SPY here opening up down here a little bit as we saw the rally yesterday. What I'm noticing is that they're just kind of gapping SPY down. Everybody's looking for the follow through. You don't get it during the day, or they give you a little piece of it off the open, and then they spend the rest of the day kind of chopping around. So anybody who's getting stuck trying to short, I understand what you're going through. Try to keep it light. You got to look for signs really that this whole market here really wants to come in, which we haven't seen quite yet. Another interesting thing this morning is if you take a look at the treasuries. Usually when you see like big changes about to happen in the market, you'll see shit like this, right? So you'll see stuff like this to confuse and to shake people out of a particular direction kind of thing. So these treasuries being up and the market being down is something definitely interesting. Yeah, all right. And then also the Bitcoin correlation. If you take a look at BTC hit 42.5 yesterday. Last night, shit hit 42.5. We're trading about 41.9 right now. So this is also something that, of course, the whole world here is paying attention to, because it looks like the market, which has gone ridiculously bullish, and this thing is kind of catching up. Ethereum here trading 2,200. A lot of other names here moving overnight. But again, BTC hit fucking $42,500, which is a big deal. How many of you guys are holding crypto right now? I'm kind of curious here. Moving on here, other interesting gap ups and gap downs. I couldn't find news on Apple. Apple popped at like 7:45. I couldn't find the news on it. Feel free to take a look at that one. I don't really see much else to talk about here. This looks very much like yesterday, and we'll have to wait and kind of see what the rotations are. I think we had some earnings out of the the sort of recession stocks, the CVS, the J&J. If you look at CVS here, CVS is up. If you look at J&J here, it's not really doing much. Other than that, if you take a look at oil here, oil's just kind of dead. Oil's been super weak. Surprisingly enough, though, some of the larger stocks here haven't been moving really with it, especially for that CVX. If you look at the solar names here, that ENPH was a nice swing here from the low. I think both me and Ronchero missed that one. Other than that, I really don't have shit other than to really pay attention to SPY, which, by the way, is trading almost at yesterday's low after they went ahead and just squeezed everybody out of it, and we retraced it all back. And we did it all in the pre-market here. And it seems like the best S&P trading or ES trading is done now in the pre-market or after hours. At least that's what the trend is thus far. I'm going to kick it over to Jesus here for some noteworthy activity, because I ain't got shit.
Yeah, there's not much to add. I think you make a good point with the overnight sell, because the reason is likely Gamma not having an influence. Now you have dealer Gamma up at longest on record, 10 billion is where SPX Gamma is now. So that's even higher than where it was, which makes it really difficult to get any follow through on the upside or downside here. So that's kind of why we've been sticky. The market looks like, especially the larger mega cap names, they're tired. The market could use a nice rinse, but how much of a rinse are you going to get before December OPEX with Gamma up in the stratosphere like it is? It's not a high probability. So that's the problem there. You have another interesting point you make is yields down, equities down. You don't want to make too much of that unless it becomes something we notice a trend in. But if you remember, Lucci, that's the thing. I think a lot of people are anticipating the next fear of what to worry about, that growth scare. So if a recession is coming, if a slowdown is coming, you're going to see yields go lower with equities, the complete opposite of that inflation trade, right? So if we start to see that become a trend, that could be what they're starting to price in. And I would say you're probably better off looking at individual names. We mentioned that over the last few days, I think over the last week now. Looking for laggards, they've been the play. Even the financials are a little bit stretched here too now, so they could use a breather. But any squeeze names. One more thing I wanted to mention. Oh, you got the JOLTS that's coming out. The JOLTS that's coming out. That's probably the big thing. You got some other economic data, I think ISM, shit like that. So it's going to be widely watched to see if it continues to slow and the magnitude behind it. A crack in the jobs number, you'll probably see Lucci yields continue to go lower and equities follow. You understand? If jobs crack in a big way. So something to keep an eye on this morning anyway.
Okay, some interesting flow we saw in obviously the IWM, right? I mean, we saw the IWM unusually bullish yesterday, and there was kind of a rotation continuing into those underbelly tech names, as we saw ARC also performing half decent as well. And now if we come into this morning here, it's kind of meh across the board here. So IWM trading back down to 186. It doesn't mean we don't continue to see some further rotations. However, as you can see, it's starting to get fewer and fewer. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Some of the names here that posted earnings before and really flew were the CRM, and this thing has already kind of come back a decent amount, and the Spotify. Spotify here had that, 17% of the workforce news, that they slashed that kind of thing, and then traded up to about $200. I think there was somebody out there buying some 205 calls there on that as well. And if you take a look at the banks here this morning, they're just kind of dry, not really doing much. So again, we got lackluster activity and then continued selling on fat man stuff. John T is asking, what do you mean when we're talking about rotation? What do you think we mean, John T? And again, we got a full education suite for you, John T. And you should get your butt in the steam room. Are you in the steam room? Lex Trader is saying Neo spiking on pre-market. Yeah, check out the Neo.
Yeah, I think they had numbers.
Check out the Neo.
I think they had numbers. I don't know. I didn't see the numbers, but I saw they released some sort of numbers.
John T is saying flipping to the charts. No, man. Rotation means it's like sector rotation. So basically, if you notice, and again, you've been here actually every single day. So that means that you either aren't paying attention or maybe a little slow, and you need some education. So we got that there for you, Matt. Go ahead and hit him up. But John T, to give it to you in a nutshell, they were able to keep this market up from a SPY moving from 410 to 460. They're able to keep this market up because of rotation, right? So again, you continue to rotate to fresh names to keep the rally going, right? I mean, you can't, obviously Fat Man was a good amount of it, but then it became banks, then it became the ARC names,
More caps, yeah.
then it became casinos, then it became oil, then it became fucking meme stocks, then it became the industrials, then it became this, then it became, you know what I mean? So that's the rotation that we're talking about. Money just slowly kind of rotates out. And then what are we seeing on Fat Man? John T, why don't you answer this? What are you seeing on the Fat Man names? What are you seeing on Apple? What are you seeing? Well, it's not really Apple here, but what are you seeing on Google? What are you seeing on Meta? You see some pretty big pullbacks here, right? They come out of some shit and they move into some other shit, right? Nitric Oxide is saying, Lucci, are you joining me trekking Everett Base Camp next year? We have a gentleman here who did it. Yo, Diego, you did the Mount Everest Base Camp? You did Kilimanjaro. But the base camp, or you did the whole fucking thing? You did the whole thing. It's the same height as top peak of Kilimanjaro? Wow. So Everest is harder than Kilimanjaro. So are you going to do that shit too? Fuck that, man. Fuck that, bro.
Most people under 40 can bag Killy.
He's up there, man. The boy's 50 over here, and he did that shit.
Well, if you're in shape, you can do it.
Shit. Yo, shout out to Centerpoint here for the shirt. Do I have some? You know what? Actually, under this, it should say "Got Edge." No, that's me for the last year. All right, we got open here in a minute here, and we'll see what we got here. All right, we'll see what we got here. All right.
Canada versus PMI November 44.5.
Don't shoot off the open. Don't shoot off the open.
46.7.
Chill. 191. Look at the Apple. Look at Apple. Kelman. Kelman, safety in the Apple right there. Nvidia here kind of gapped down. Remember, it squeezed to about 455 yesterday. Again, I don't know. I don't know how easy that's going to be. And if you notice, SPY is also dancing. We're also seeing pretty liquid. Taking a look at this Pinterest. It's not doing much. Snapchat here still holding really well. Ranchero, you know what I'm amazed of? Boeing holding right here.
It's done really well. I'm looking at all of the major names in the queues are now underneath a 5-day declining average. So they're all on freaking notice. I'm looking at this Netflix to try and see if I can get in there for a short, because this thing, if it fills this gap and then hits its head, I'm looking at this thing short.
Interesting. Guys, I'm going to wait for something to just drop in my lap.
Yep.
I'm going to wait for something to drop in my lap that looks that good here. Let's take a look at BTC here. BTC trading up. You can see BTC here trading up to 42,000. Over 42,000 on the BTC. So they don't want to stop the show over there on the BTC. They do not want to stop the show on the BTC. Let's take a look at Apple here. 191 and change. Tesla here did go green here for a second, trading up to 236. Melly down another 17 there, Jesus. Whoa.
Melly? Oh, man. The Russians cut.
Melly, let's take a look at this Ulta here. Still looking good. Almost trading back up through the whole sell-off. This Pinterest looks fucking strong, man. Yeah, that Apple, man. Can somebody try to find some news on this? Take a look at Apple, Natalia. I don't know what we missed here, but thank God I'm not sure. Thank God I ain't sure. This is highs of the range here on the Apple. Now, is this fake? Should we short it up here? Nah. UG Front is saying Tesla insurance registrations in China total 17,600, up 5% from the prior week. BZ is saying Tim Cook possible step down. That's what it is.
Why?
BZ is
That's
saying
bullish?
Tim Cook possible step down. Is that what it is? Somebody
Why?
confirm that.
Why is that bullish?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
That's not what it is.
Foxconn raised outlook. Apple rallying on this? Maybe. Apple tells India proposed rule for universal phone charger port. That ain't it, EJ. That ain't it. That ain't it. John Smith here is talking about Tesla. John Smith actually was right on that up move to 245. So I don't know. Maybe he knows something on Tesla.
Who's John Smith?
John Smith is some herb in the live.
Oh.
Affirm. Take a look at Affirm. Remember, we're all waiting for pullbacks here. Oh, this looks interesting. Affirm here. 37 puts. Let's see if we get any flow on the in the steam room here for it. Let's see if we get anything over there.
Pretty quiet open.
That's what I'm seeing. Let's take a look back at that NVIDIA here. NVIDIA still kind of weak, 453 and change. You know, we were looking for a 450 break yesterday. Maybe it might happen today. Take a look at the PayPal. Take a look at the PayPal. Remember, this is a long time coming here on the PayPal. Again, kind of a one-off, though, so difficult to trade. Let's take a look at the CVX. Still somehow holding 145. Let's take a look at these treasuries here, see if those are still holding. Remember, the Peloton had some moves on it yesterday. Couldn't hold. This Pinterest is shit. MasterCard, Visa, down a little bit.
You got a bank, Goldman Sachs banking conference going on, I think today.
Goldman Sachs banking.
So you got all the banks. The CEOs are probably going to be speaking.
New England clam chowder.
What's that mean?
Ace-
What do you mean? What?
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. When he was trying to enter the
Oh,
door,
I got
he
you.
said, "What's the password?" And he goes, "New England
I
clam
was wondering where you were pulling
chowder."
that line from.
But then he goes, "Is that the red or the white?"
Yeah.
Apple here, fresh highs. I'm gonna
You got
keep
a
an eye on
little
this Apple here.
Apple. Some of the big guys, you got a little bit of bull flow early. Again, short dated stuff.
Non-interest-bearing deposits are very much on the trajectory.
Neo, yeah, Neo. Interesting. Tesla here on a run, 238. I think it's bullshit. Yeah, man, I see the Neo, man. I'm not gonna buy this. I don't care what you tell me. I ain't gonna buy
No
this.
way. Hell no.
Let's-
I wouldn't buy Neo if you paid for my trade.
Yeah.
And, gave me a
Ironically enough, though, Jesus, take a look at the volumes traded on the options here. There's two lines here that got 10,000
they
over
are.
10,000.
The options are always active in that thing. They've been active for ages. Calls inputs.
Apple fresh
A lot of-
highs.
A lot of action.
Holy.
So far, it's looking more of a bearish backdrop, and they could possibly go into the big mega cap defensive names again that have been down. That's what it looks like early on here. Risk off by magnificent shitheads. You know what I mean? So you might get a potential rally, and then you guys can look for short entries if you got the coconuts to do so.
Fucking coconuts. Cat's gotta have them coconuts.
Coco.
Wow. On the Apple. I don't believe this shit. There's somebody saying coin pushing to new highs. 144 on the coin. Let's check in with BTC. BTC 42,200. BTC going higher. BTC going higher.
Now all I got to do is find my imaginary wallet where I put it. I can't find my real wallet, let alone some imaginary wallet, and we'll be in good shape. We'll be in good shape with that.
Okay, now we know Wall Street Jesus has his fucking imaginary friends. Let's see. What else we got here?
Yeah, let's see active lines here. What's going on? Most active options.
Okay, you got an Apple fade here. Eli Lilly down to 580. Yo, lately, so many conversations I've been having everywhere is about motherfucking Ozempic, bro. And I'm talking about
hot.
I'm talking about just
No,
regular.
I noticed commercials on TV. I never noticed them before.
Because they got
Maybe
the
I was-
FDA approval. Because they got the FDA approval to sell it as a weight loss drug.
Damn it! I never realized it. They're all over the place.
Fucking 455 SPY.
What happened? It didn't go through.
Yo, Natalia, how we looking on the numbers?
Did that go through or not?
So pretty blah.
What is going on here?
I'm gonna just watch this Apple for now. Maybe you get a dip buy on this thing.
That went through, right? I had to refresh it, I think. Yeah, there's something up here.
La diferencia hoy, Natalia, todo está negativo. Apple here still looking pretty bullish. What you got? It's good. It's good. It's good. Very good. Very good. Nvidia popped to about 456 there. And SPY trading 455, which is kind of the same area that we were messing around at before. So can you really make a call that we're going to sell the fuck off today? I highly doubt it. But who knows? It's a long day. Let's take a look at that. AMD 117, still kind of holding those lows. Yeah, John Smith, it's very interesting on that Apple. And then remember how weighted Apple is. Remember how weighted Apple is. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then even yesterday, they had a good amount of people that got stuck short. Alex is saying IWM giving it up a bit. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM had all those buyers yesterday, couldn't come through. It's trading 185 now. So your small caps are looking light too.
Yeah, I think you got rotation going the other way a little bit for now.
Confusing. Very confusing here. And the more confusing it is, the less I want to be trading. Ranchero hasn't said a word here. Let's let the man speak.
Speak, Ranchero, speak.
I got a little Netflix short right now, and I'm waiting. I want to see if this. I'm just looking at all, like I said, all the big Nasdaq names. The Magnificent Seven, or shitheads, as Jay likes to say. They're all weak. They're all in very interesting spots where
Precarious spots.
Continue to flush.
Jolts. Oh wait, you have you got the ISM in 3 minutes. You got the Jolts top of the hour.
ISM in 3 minutes.
QQQ call buying ahead of those numbers.
Yeah, there was Silvers is calling out in the chat room. The GitLab had some earnings this morning. If you take a look at GTLB, the stock was up. You know, the stock was up pretty nicely, and now kind of faded the whole
GTLB.
Move
they had
higher.
earnings last night.
Yeah, they had the earnings last night, and if you take a look at the stock here kind of dumped it all back. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here for the ISM, as I don't want to get fucking porked here. Well, let's take a look at Spotify 196. Apple 193. 193 on the Apple. Jesus. What's going on here? Foxconn raises Q4 outlook on strong year-end holiday sales.
Yeah, so that's got to be it. The positive news, you would think. Not Cook is stepping down.
Remind me again.
Foxconn, they sell all the Apple shit, don't they? They make all the shit in there. Foxconn.
Yeah, guys, this is kind of a big deal breakout on Apple. And if Apple is breaking out higher, what kind of short do you think you can really pull off? Please tell me. Please tell me. Take a look at Apple. Can you take a look at Apple? Let me see on your. What's the deal with your channels? You're the channel guy, aren't you?
Yeah, so far, guys, looks like an unwind of what we've been seeing over the past week. All the small squeeze names, banks, rotating back into defensives. Ten seconds.
10 seconds for the ISM. Let's see what the ISM does. By the way, BTC trading 150.
50.8 for services in line with expectation. Deposit in line at 50.7.
SPY here still dancing around 455, not trying to do shit. Oil here actually trading higher. Let's take a look at GME AMC. Remember, GME had that pop up to $17 yesterday.
Management there at Goldman saying They will have some deposit outflows in Q1, after which they expect them to stabilize.
Some profit taken in the banks. Again, banks were pretty stretched too. So you got to unwind going the other direction a little bit, which is totally normal.
A little bit. It's not even. It's fucking nothing.
What do you mean?
So the banks sell. It's
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They were
Yeah.
overdue for it.
It's just light. 455 seems to be where we want to chill out for now. John Smith is calling out. We may explode to the upside. I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
We may. The key word was may. I may hit the lotto tonight. I may. Never mind.
Yeah. You know, that was better. That was better that you killed that joke. You know?
Better?
Yeah,
I
because
got my
it
point.
just wasn't hitting. You know what I'm saying?
Overkill.
Yeah, overkill. A little overkill. John Smith is saying I'm buying dips on Apple towards 190, 160. Of course, they ain't never going to let you get that shit, but a man can dream. All right, let's take a look at this GEX tool here, see what's going on here. ES is trading around the gamma. I'll pull it up here for you guys to see here. And again, this tool is always available to you once you subscribe
What a big
to the chat room.
Number. That's the largest positive gamma number ever.
SPX now trading zero gamma as well. If you take a look at SPY, trading around zero gamma as well. Qs are kind of stronger. And let's take a look at Apple. Apple is trading over the call wall. It is trading over the call wall, and we already know, obviously, there's some demand for it. So there's a reason here to kind of try to pick up the stock here, maybe 192.5, somewhere around there. Let's take a look at NVIDIA and Tesla.
BJP. Look under tools.
Whoa, hold up. Oh, shit, NVIDIA's trading 458. So NVIDIA popped up here as well. So you're getting some support there. And that's at the call wall there on the NVIDIA as well. Let's take a look at the Tesla. And the Tesla, as you can see, is just trading a little bit in between. So let's stick to this Apple here for now.
And IWM, my bad. I thought you were saying, my bad, GJP.
This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's move this over here. Again, guys, you can get access to the GEX tool. And by the way, if any of you guys trade zero DTE options on ESQs, SPX, SPY, the GEX tool is what you need. Ranchero, how is the Netflix going there for you, buddy?
SQM.
It's not.
You dumped it?
Usually it's a feeler 10 lot though, so I'm just going to take it off in the spot.
Feeler
We'll see
10.
if it fills that gap and reverses, but today's not the day it looks like.
Feeler 10. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Keeping an eye on this Apple. Apple is the only decent idea I've seen thus far, and it's all contingent here on the index going higher, which is a meh at best, considering the breadth that's out here. There's plenty of names here that are weak. If you take a look at Amazon here, you got a spike back up here as well. Different type of tape today than yesterday. And I have fucking nothing. I got a pile of nothing. Dizzy is talking about the GTLB starting to come back there. CRM chilling.
Carol, the semis, they're down, right? The semis?
Yeah. They're still weak.
More news at 10 a.m. coming out, so we got these jolts coming out.
Yeah, they're a little more important. You got the jolts and the ISM coming out. We had the PMI a bit earlier.
Remember, BTC now 42,150.
Fucking Bitcoin. Oh, by the way, somebody out with a note this morning. I posted it on my regular Twitter. The Bitcoin miners have more to go to the upside, and they mentioned that CLSK that's been lit up with sweeper activity.
I mean, shit. SPY, fresh move higher here on the SPY. Remember, pre-market activity has been kind of junky.
Yeah, let's see post jolts if this continues the little unwind, or they go back to cyclicals again. We'll see.
Yes, sir. No trades for me thus far. I'm looking for a fucking banger, which I can't see here. GS is down 4, but a lot of that was from the gap. And it didn't do anything. Bank of America, it's
Amazon, little bull flow. VKTX, that's that biotech. Caught some buying yesterday. Some more buying here. VKTX leaps, 22 calls. Wow, so you got some real buying coming into this VKTX the past couple of days. Not just
and they're buying 22 calls on that shit.
Leap. Oh wait. 12. They end
Yeah.
May. What are you
And
talking
those are
about? The
leaps.
VKTX?
Yeah, that VKTX.
Yeah. And May calls too.
May calls
That I just
and
posted.
leaps. What
caught
is
some action yesterday? It's a speculative biotech. NF has got the whole scoop in the room. A member of the room.
They got exempt. They got Ozempic, son. Is that what's going on?
Maybe they got the goods. Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe they got the
They
shit.
might have the new and improved Ozempic.
They got that
You know
new
what I mean?
shit. Somebody's going to come in and undercut the market. I mean, it was
Oh, yeah.
cost $1,000 a month for the supply. You know what I'm saying?
When are you going to share your stash? I'm asking.
I'm going to show you guys a picture of the bag of needles that they send me to inject my.
Shit. You're that far in the process?
That's what I'm going to show you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to show you.
Are you going to share the stash, or are you going to keep it all to yourself?
Oh no, I'm going to share the stash, bro. I'm going to share the stash.
I'm
going to be the Santa Claus out here this Christmas, bro. I'm going to just gift that shit out. I'm going to gift that shit out.
Santa Claus, he said.
Yeah, I'm going to gift that shit out, bro.
VKTX, man. They lit it up here.
A firm here, finally, you're getting some selling here. So that worked on the put side. I wasn't actually going to.
Coming at the top there, we'll get the ISM Services Index for November and the October.
There you go.
The Jolts
There
expected.
you go.
You got Amazon, some more weekly activity coming in.
Spy pop.
On ISM Services Index, the latest estimate.
Spy pop looking clean.
Which would be an improvement from 51.8 to the prior.
Spy pop looking clean. Airbnb, remember, Airbnb yesterday, it had the 140 calls chimed out here. It had the weekly 140 calls. So keep an eye on those.
These cruise lines are still going, man. And CLH. That's the one they've been buying more recent here. NCLH. That's Norwegian. That's the more speculative one.
Bank of America CEO noting consumer delinquency rates are still not back to pre-pandemic levels.
So we'll see post 10 o'clock. Again, things can look completely different. You got the opening bell excitement. The prelim. VRT might roll, but I'll check it out in a second. More buying in that name. Victor Robert Tom. There's been a lot of buying in that name.
This is the area we were looking at on the Apple. So I'm going to start small here. I'm going to start super small here and buy a little bit of this.
CLSK, Bitcoin miner. More December 15s here.
Moving trader,
cents.
man. What is not overbought, son? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Brahmin here with the big come up. Lucci, by the way, thank you for mentioning AGRS, which was a token we were talking about yesterday. He forgot he invested. He found his tokens. He bought at a quarter, and now it's almost $7. Big shout out to fucking Brahmin here, man. Take them mother. Well, actually, you know what? Shit, man. Maybe you should hold some of that shit, bro.
Does he have a choice?
Maybe you should hold, well, yo, that's the thing. So, Brahmin, let me know if you can actually sell this shit.
Yeah,
were you able to sell it? Okay, so you were able to sell it.
Oh,
so you went on Uniswap. How did you do it, Brahmin? How did you do it?
Uniswap, Ranchero.
How'd you do it, son? You went on Uniswap? Talk to me.
I had trouble putting my trades in on Thinkorswim myself. I'm going to go on Uniswap.
You have trouble picking the right restaurant that has what you want, son. You go to Panero.
Well,
you go to fucking.
This guy. He's got an answer for everything.
Looking for a fucking lobster roll at the Chinese spot, son. What you doing? Okay, Brahmin here sold on Whitebit. What the fuck is Whitebit?
This. All right, enough of the coin talk. I can't take any more. White.
Oh, it's the native token.
Yeah, where out of the Soviet Union?
White
the native token. Tesla, December, little December flow coming in. You got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the joke.
How the fuck did you sell on Whitebit? That doesn't even make sense.
That's hysterical.
What am I missing here?
Hysterical.
The fuck is Whitebit? It's an exchange. That's an exchange. Send me the exchange, bro. Send me the exchange. All right, SPY back to dumping, which we knew was going to happen.
Whitebit good.
Whitebit.com. Yeah, all right. So Whitebit has this? I didn't even fucking know about this shit. So you're telling me you can sell on this? Yo, let me tell my boy right now. Because he's trying to sell it, but this kid's an idiot, man. He doesn't know how to sell it. But it's a good thing that he didn't sell it because it went to fucking $7.
See? Things happen for a reason. How's Amazon looking? Amazon up a stick.
Yeah, no, I know you can sell it on Uniswap, but this guy's selling
less than a minute. Less than a minute.
Under a minute to the data.
So Brahmin,
we're expecting 9.3 million. ISM services headline expected 52.3.
I love the quiet right before. The best part.
there's native token and ERC20. I can only receive the tokens as native. Oh.
There you go.
ISM 52.7, Jolts at 8.73 million, below the 9.3 million expected, again 8.73 million.
Oh shit! Jolts!
Probably 52.3 expectation.
Jolts!
58.3 is 3 times higher than expected. Employment at 50.7, below 51.4 expectation. New orders at 55.5, above a 54.9 expectation. Equities moving higher on the data.
Bond yields plummeting to new lows, 4.16 in the 10-year. Equities surging to early session highs here on the weaker than expected JOLTS reading.
The back month Jolt revised lower as well. September at 9.35 million, down from 9.55 million initial.
Revised lower. Fucking Biden.
Gold futures rebounding a bit here, and the dollar under some modest pressure back into negative territory in reaction to the JOLTS. Another jobs reading showing significant softening in the labor market.
There you go.
The JOLTS October quits in line with the prior month at 2.3%.
Friday tomorrow we'll get the ADP employment data, and Friday we'll get the non-farm payrolls unemployment rate.
Yo, Brahmin, I need a favor, bro. I need a huge favor, bro. One of my boys is stuck in the same bullshit that you were. He never knew he had he has the native token. I've been trying to get him to send it to fucking uni, man. He says it can't be done. Finally, he figured out that he got the same problem as you did. So, yo, I need you to talk to this cat, bro. Can you do that for me? And just tell him what you did. Because this dude's trying to sell. He can't sell. He's got a shit ton of them, bro. I think he made fucking $100,000 here. All right, hold on. Thanks, bro. All right, guys, listen. Apple's going to 194, especially with this market doing whatever the fuck it's doing.
Tesla catching some play here.
Apple's
catching a play.
For AT&T, they are speaking at a UBS conference today. We're hearing they provided some color on Q4 wireless trends.
Yo, so what did they say? What did they actually say for the JOLTS, man? Talk to me.
Jobs came in, jobs were softer, so Fed's done, rate cuts come.
Rate cuts come. Rate cuts are coming. It's the most bullish Christmas time of the year.
So you got a few selected mega caps and ETF buying coming in, and a little comes of crypto miners. That CLSK could be some rolling involved. But it looks like they're playing the momentum off the jumps.
It's the most bullish time. I got out of Apple too early. That was a good trade. That was probably the trade for the day for me. Now it's going to be some
NASDAQ leading the upside, opposite of what we've been seeing over the past week.
Right. Now it's the Qs. Qs here went green.
Let me post the Tesla lines. Tesla active.
Apple 194, and goes through. Oh.
Goldman Sachs CFOs, and there's still pockets of nervousness across their client base.
Pockets of nervousness. Holy shit on SPY.
Holy shit.
Apple, the call walls moved up. So let's take a look at the gamma on our stuff here. If you take a look at Apple here, let's go ahead to the other call wall, which is 195 possibility on the Apple. And if we take a look at SPX, yeah, we're breaking towards this call wall. SPY here broke through. Call wall went to 457, which we're already there. And if we take a look at NVIDIA here, we'll probably see similar things here. All right, so we've got some bullish charts here, some really bullish charts here. And then let's take a look at Apple. Oh, which we already took a look at. All right, so listen.
The EU is set to propose a 3-year delay for UK electric vehicle tariffs.
Fucking Apple. Straight shot, 1.25 points there. The option went from about $180 to about 260 here. SPY pull back here.
Goldman Sachs CFO saying the overall cost of capital for certain transactions is now something that is sensible.
Okay, nice pullback on Apple here. This could be kind of a dip buy here for you guys. If you do it, start small. Remember, they're not going to keep working here. Let me just let me go a little bit smaller. K Dirk, no, that's all in our system, bro. We built all that shit. K Dirk, we built all that shit, bro. That is not an outside system. We built that shit. I mean, I don't want to take all the credit for it, of course. We got our man, we got our boy in the chat room, which you'll meet as well. You'll meet in the chat room. And we're working on other tools with him as well. He is our developer trader. And we're going to keep building out some of these systems here and data here for you guys. So again, the room is about the data. Remember, that's where
It's all about the data.
it's about the data. K Dirk is a. I apologize. But you understand why, because let's face it. Actually, let's put a poll in. How many women here we got in the stream here? We know of one, K Dirk. We know of one, which is amazing. Shout out to the ladies in here who are obviously not talking, because why would you talk in a room filled with egotistical, arrogant fucks?
Pricks.
Who probably may or may not need to take Ozempic.
We all need to take Ozempic.
I mean, you definitely do.
Watch your back. You gotta watch your back. That's all I gotta tell you.
Lee Hutch talking about Procter and Gamble. Let's take a look at that one. Remember, great call out from Lee Hutch here, guys. Take a look at Procter and Gamble. Somebody want to explain? Somebody want to explain that one?
Maybe Ozempic.
Would you stop?
What? Book up to $2.5 billion in charges.
$2.5 billion.
Charges include foreign currency losses. So $2.5 billion in foreign currency losses. What the fuck is that all about?
Huh.
Damn, that's a big hit.
Huh. Interesting. Guys, Apple here dipped by 193 and 40. So it's an interesting move. Again, that's why I wanted to go light though, because it shot up pretty fast. Other than that, I don't really have much, and I don't think. Okay, so we got three ladies in here. We got Jen here. We got Typewriter, and we got shout out to the ladies out here.
I like that.
Shout out to the ladies out here. We appreciate you sticking it through with the rest of us fucking insane animals.
Thanks.
But y'all already know what we're like. Why try to
put me in your class? You're in a league of your own, son.
Why try to avoid it? You know what we're like. I mean, the sad truth is your sons are going to be just like us.
God forbid.
They're going to be just like us. It is what it is. You got to accept it.
They got really selective activity out there. Again, I don't believe this rotation back per se, but I just think, it's totally normal to see an unwind of a trend we've been seeing multiple days here, especially one that's been out of favor for so long. But we'll see.
You know what I wouldn't have banked on at all today is going long Nvidia, and look at fucking Nvidia. Nice 7-point rally here.
Yeah, and that's usually when these things happen, right? when you
know
don't
what I'm
think they're
saying?
going to happen. By the
Nice.
way, downside niner in NVIDIA was today. It might rub that out, actually.
Okay,
Crazy.
so explain to me when a niner.
So
I don't want to
what
use
it
that.
is a potential reversal point, right? You look for signs of exhaustion where buyers or sellers tend to get tired in a sense,
Right.
right?
Right.
So you could see on that chart I just posted to the upside, you see where that 9 flashed? It didn't
Okay.
necessarily nail the high per se, but you could see buyers start to get tired. You see how they tried to break out and then reverse the next couple of days. They were
Okay.
running out of gas. Now you have it to the downside where this is an area where you see the trend start to get, you should see the trend start to get
Oh,
tired. Potential
damn.
reversal points. If you use
So-
it as buy sell signals on its face, you're going to chop yourself up into pieces like anything else. But if
So
you're
you're
looking
saying the
for
9 came out this morning?
today was a downside niner reversal spot. So today signaled sellers exhausted. So you would look for a trending character, a change in trending character today.
But what time did that pop out?
Today, well, you knew yesterday was day 8. Today was going to be a 9. You understand?
Oh, because it's just 9. It's just
yeah,
it's on.
a certain pattern to the downside. People probably on the stream would know. What's the DeMark criteria?
Oh,
How
it's
many-
a DeMark thing.
Yeah, it's not even consecutive days, but it's day 3 got to be lower than day 3. It's a certain pattern that he picked up on throughout his experience in the market, where trends start to reverse.
So it's not like
Finish your sentence.
on the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
Sorry, I asked.
a sock of Ozempic.
He needs a good doctor. Anybody have a good doctor for Mr. Lucci?
I was trying to keep
Yeah.
going there, man. I thought I was on a roll
quality
right there.
doctor. Not physical, head doctor. A head doctor, I'm talking about. Google weeklies, all weeklies in the big guys. Like day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
See, look at you. Look at you.
I'm in the holiday frame of mind. Yeah.
John Smith is saying took a loss on a firm again. Well, bro, it's just the shit ain't clean, bro.
Was he shorting it, or I guess he's shorting it? Oh, maybe he's long it. I don't know.
Thomas,
Damn.
that shit was not funny at all. You know what I'm saying? That shit was not funny. Richard here, they're asking you what you're in, Ranchero. They want to know what you're up to over there, buddy.
I just wrote a little Costco.
Okay.
Coin.
What'd you write on that? Oh, this thing's breaking out.
Uh-huh.
Costco's
Oh,
been a machine.
take a look at this
So-
Costco. So what do you got on
My
this Costco here, Ranch?
Well, I'm long-term long on the Costco. I've got leaps on Costco and I've got leaps on Amazon.
Right.
And Costco, I'm going to be looking to roll up, but I need it to get through this 610 area. So I'm just playing around with it on the short-term side and caught it here for a little breakout. And I'm going to look to see if I can get, if they're going to come in on more. They're hitting the 605s and 610s for this week. So that has some potential for further squeeze. It's not even a squeeze, it's just a move up.
20.
Things just-
These look like they will too. You got a little more bull flow in that piece of garbage Macau casino play, MLCO. They're playing squeeze in that name. Could be shorts, even hedging against a squeeze, MLCO.
ECB's Vujik saying that baseline scenario is for no further rate hikes. Another hawk here commenting from the ECB.
Maybe we get a little more pullback on the banks as a whole. Possible entry.
You're just repeating that future decisions are going to be data dependent.
Nope. Nope. I'm actually very happy about it too. I'm not fucking trying to get. I'm not trying to do shit in this guck here, man. However, 145 on the coin there, guys. BTC trading 42,120. Oh, just kind of chilling here. And again, Q names have come back. Q names have come back very nicely. We faded the 457. We faded the 457. Some could make the bet here that we retrace the whole program. I'm kind of not against that. Would you take size, though? Meh. Meh.
How do you handicap the S&P 500 with the dynamics that play in the market? No, I mean, doesn't it matter a little bit with the makeup of the S&P 500?
Sure.
Right?
Oh, no, absolutely.
In other words, like how much of a clean move can you see in either direction if half the names are going up, half the names are going down type of thing?
Exactly.
It's tough. The indexes are tough here to handicap.
All right, here comes Apple. Oh, for highs again.
Here comes Apple, right down Santa Claus Lane.
Oh,
How about
there
we
you
make
go.
a Christmas carol out of every ticker that we come up with?
Yo, it's going to require some creative work, but we could do that.
Yeah, and we put it on a CD and we sell it for $1. 50 cents go to charity, 50 cents go to the Lucci organization, the Lucci crime family.
All right, listen. I mean, the fact that this motherfucker said we put it on a CD, you're out. You're out. You're out. You're not included in this song.
You're looking at it and say put it on a cassette.
You ain't included on this song. You know what I'm saying?
You remember cassettes?
Look at this Amazon.
Of course I remember cassettes. Amazon 147 retraced the entire gap and sell yesterday.
Yep.
That's even more of a fuck you to every single short.
Yellen telling Punchbowl that the Biden administration is taking the deficit seriously.
Oh my God! Shut him up.
TCFLT.
Fear. Oh, damn. No love for Las Vegas Fear, right? Is that what this is?
It goes on to say rate cuts are not
Sphere?
expected in the short term.
See, Charlie, Frank, Larry, Tom, you got some buying with time. April calls, April 40s. Wow. Those are way out of the money. 23.55 cents. Way out of the money. That's a growth stock. I think a lot of you guys know, right?
Wow.
And July, this is a better looking sweep, but cheaper. July 40s.
Apple here moving. I mean, slow, but it's moving. That was a nice dip by there. I don't know how many of you guys took it. It's Apple. By the way, yesterday, what were the strongest names that didn't sell off? Apple and Amazon. And today, ding, 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 ding. Those are the ones that are back.
Well, NVIDIA's having a nice day. Right? What's Tesla doing?
Sure.
Most of these things are bounced. I think it's the most of these names, which are about Tesla up a cool 7.
See,
Notice
here's the thing.
IWM today.
You talk so much shit about the Magnificent Seven, J. You're not allowed to talk about them when they're having a good day because you don't trade them anyway.
I know, but that's the whole point. Like they're not going to go straight down, right? You guys talk about it all the time. They're not easy to short. No one's shorting these things and making money.
Forbidden. You're not allowed to talk about them.
And I think people are going to have just as difficult time probably getting long and making money in these things on a swing trade basis.
In what?
December 15.
Did you get your move?
42s. Wow. Look at all
But this
these-
one, see that you know what the difference is? It's not already happened. Well, it's not a catch up either. Hold on. It's not catch up either because it hasn't happened yet. So this could take another 4 days, is all I'm saying. Versus a name like an Apple, which has already done it. And maybe you chase that one. But hey, it is what it is. You got size on it?
I got size on it.
No, I mean as long as you don't have it, yeah. Why would you? It's just not the day for it. However, Apple is up 4.5 fucking points.
TTD, a little sweep, weekly 70s. TTD.
This CVNA looks like it wants to squeeze a little bit again here.
Wow, $40 on that CVNA. Yep. Nice call. That would probably put that Affirm back to highs. 38 on that Affirm. Yep. Salud.
Thank you. I'm going to take a little
bet.
CVNA here and see if it gets a squeezy.
Right. Everything.
Above 40, that should go. All right, let's go. Go.
Ultra.
212, maybe.
Here's a cyclical, been out of favor for a while. Texas Instruments, a semi April 160s. Interesting bet. Let's take a look, see if anything. Got to double check open interest, make sure that sticks.
I wonder where those noises are coming from. Is it Doug's? All right. Luciano saying, call out Mara Riot running with coin. I mean, BTC is at highs. BTC is at 42,250. So if you look, I mean, come on. Yeah. So it's Mara Riot and all this shit all day. I'm surprised we're not seeing the call flow coming in the crypto names. Well, maybe we already saw those yesterday.
Yeah, they've
What's
been
that?
tattooed already.
Yeah.
They already tattooed those. It's mostly rolling now. That CLSK got lit up. By the way, approaching 10 CLSK.
Approaching 10. Oh, wow. So that thing fucking moved too, huh?
Yeah, big time. A couple guys in the room caught it nice. the little guys haven't moved yet. Like, they gotta move, right? If we see a little flow, I'm gonna roll the dice in one of them. I promise.
Yeah.
Well,
shit.
Wolf, Hut, the lotto tickets. But I don't know. I'll probably end up buying the equity so I can put a stop on it. Then the calls, those things aren't too liquid. Well, you got to put in what you're willing to lose, type thing.
Okay, another punk on Spy. Spy's got kind of a range here, man.
You got some more squeeze action coming into Hood. Has been active for the past over a week, maybe a week at least. Hood.
I kind of like the short here. What do you got, Runch?
No, I was just looking at my the short term on the Costco. I should have stayed in that thing.
Just bought some Spy puts. I'm gonna add to Spy puts.
CBNA is pulling back here too. I'm just trying to work some shit out here this morning. It's not. The ideas are there. The execution is not good. That CVNA over 40 I thought was going to squeeze. It's not. They just punked it. So we'll see if they come back for it.
Al Bianchi's saying, look at the cues. Yeah, no, I mean, again, these are programs, so you can't trust a program. Just like you supposedly you can't trust a fart when you're older. I mean, that's what they say, right? Don't trust a fart. That's what this. I mean. Who is it? Jack Nicholson in that Morgan Freeman joint? When they're about to die and then they do the bucket list or whatever?
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that movie.
That's such a great movie, man. Such a fucking great movie. God, I love that movie.
Yeah, I think I only wanted to see that once. I might wonder, what's the name of that movie?
It's The Bucket List.
The Bucket List, right? Jesus.
Get ready for this pop here, Spy, which is coming. I'm going to add on the Spy puts here.
By the way, remember we saw GJT Erickson? We were making fun of Erickson in our old age.
Yeah.
Caught some news. Caught some news.
Did it really?
ERIC. They got a big contract for some shit. I didn't even know they were still around.
All right, we got 5 minutes here. Actually, we only got a minute here. We're ending the stream here. I'm moving over to the room. If you guys would like to join us over there, which I believe you should, get your butts over there as we will.
VKTX at the highs of the morning, almost up $2.
We will be continuing the stream there all day.
450. Oh, I don't know if they're low or not.
And here comes Spy again, retesting the highs. This short is not working, but I'm going to hang on here for a little bit. All right, guys, we will see you in the main room. Chris is saying, if I was to become a member, is the live stream ultra low latency? How do I answer this question? Guys, can you answer this question? Matt, Jabe?
What the fuck does he mean?
Can we answer this question here for this man?
That's a tech question above my pay grade.
Ultra low latency? I mean, you're talking about the speed, obviously, and if the steam room is quick here.
We're using a fiber optic cable.
You don't even know what that is, Jay.
Thought it sounded smart. PB Farm.